Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today I'm going to be giving you guys another character breakdown. I kind of did one previously, but it was kind of indirectly a character breakdown. I did a video on who I thought the best character was, and I'll link that in the description below so you guys can check it out. But a lot of comments were saying I should do a character breakdown series, so I'm going to do that. And today I'm going to start off by doing a character breakdown on Vegito. Now, having played with Vegito, I found he's a very well-rounded character and very good variety of different attacks due to his different variations. And to get Vegito, you need to complete Parallel Quest 37 called Patara Warrior. And Vegito's, as you can see on the screen, Vegito's variations, the first one is kind of his appearance from the series when he's fighting Super Buu. And it includes the split finger shot, after image strike, the full powered energy charge, pressure sign, spirit sword, super saiyan, and he's got a defensive attack called force shield. Now his second variation I find a little interesting because his second variation is actually very similar to Goku, and I find that very interesting and adds a lot of diversity to the character because the second variation includes attacks like the Super Dragon Fist, the Kamehameha, the Super Kamehameha, and he has the Super Vegito like you would expect from him, as well as instant transmission. And the third variation is Vegeta's variation. Essentially, it has the Big Bang attack and all of those things. Now, as far as so that gives you a lot of depth in terms of how you approach fights with Vegito, because you have three different very good variations, in my opinion. If I had to pick a favorite, I would say the first variation with the Spirit Sword, and the reason I say that is if you combine the Spirit Sword with the After Image Strike, it's devastating because you can basically cancel the After Image Strike with the Spirit Sword, so it adds some very devastating attacks to an unsuspecting enemy. Now, as far as Vegito's combo system goes, after playing around with him, I realized his combos are very impressive to use as far as speed and as well as linking combos together with snap vanishes, because you can very easily link combos with this character, just as easily as Super Saiyan 4 Goku in my opinion. And apply that with the splits finger shot for the first variation, which kind of has a somewhat of a homing ability to it, some homing properties, and you have some pretty devastating combos to be had there. That's a very good way to end the combo. So I think Vegito's a very well-rounded character. His stats as well, his stamina and ki are basically identical in terms of how many points are in them. He has a very good amount of health and does very high damage. His stat points are very well rounded and he's a very balanced fighter. So if you're looking to play as a balanced character and maybe your created character isn't quite that balanced, Vegito's a very good choice. And like I said, he does have very devastating attacks. All his variations are very well done. But if I had to pick one, I would pick the first variation. And between the second and third variations, which are Goku and Vegeta variations respectively, I can't really pick between those. Those are kind of off your play style. I'd say if you're more a Ki Blast approached character, the Vegeta variation is more your style. But if you're more melee heavy, I'd say the Goku variation is more your style to pick. So yeah, like I said, Vegito's a very well-rounded fighter. His combos are very great. Some of my favorite combos to use in the entire game at this point. And every form of him does come with the full-powered energy charge, so you can keep bringing in ki. He has a good amount of ki and a very good amount of stamina. So I think those two are very balanced. Like I say, he has a lot of health. So yeah, I guess basically to close out this video, I'd like to thank you all for watching this. Hopefully it's helped you out to maybe want to unlock Vegito if you haven't already, or to maybe go in more in depth with the character. But if you guys have any other suggestions for character breakdowns, I am open to requests. But like I said, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.